This is Andrea Jones. It's pretty obvious that they're ashamed of what they have done because all of a sudden my phone stopped working. I could not access my YouTube channels, my Google account, with any more of the evidence about what's going on with my child and my pregnancy and what they have done. I would have been stranded on the streets with them trying to get away with what they're trying to do. With none of my clients, people to try to offer me money to help, none of the access to my accounts, and they would have been able to try to continue to get away with what they're trying to do. But God made a way and I have another phone, but I cannot access any of the evidence. All I have access to is what's already on the internet, and it must be enough evidence for people to be trying to mess with my phone. So I'm gonna tell y'all about this black girl that I met named Deanna. This man told me that he would get me a motel. I told y'all that, right? So he brought me to a motel. He said he wanted to give me a motel in Midtown. And I recorded a lot of conversations on this phone. It's a lot of conversations. It's a lot of stuff that people don't want exposed that's on this device. So it doesn't surprise me that it stopped running. Also, I had clients, people who hair I braided, and I can't access any of that. Showing my work, my modeling pictures, my portfolio, stuff that I worked hard for, and people are trying to sabotage it. So it's not a surprise to me that my phone stopped working. This phone that I have just stopped working after the girl that I'm telling you, Deanna, she was at the motel sitting outside. He said he wanted to give me a motel in Midtown. So when we got there, I told him I didn't want to go nowhere where there wasn't a bus line, and he took me to Midtown. And they were talking about they're doing track replacement where they're going to stop the trains from running in that area, and that the buses will replace the trains. And the buses were not running supposedly because of COVID. This is what Deanna told me. She was sitting outside at the Cheshire Motor Inn. She was sitting outside and saying that she didn't have nowhere to go. She couldn't pay for her motel, a black woman. And so the man was walking me into the motel. I've never been intimate with this man. That he was walking me into the motel when we saw her sitting at the stairs where we had to go up to room 186. And I offered the lady a job. I was like, maybe me and you could try to start, I could start a business. Maybe we could work together, braid some hair, something. And the young woman, the man left. Me and him weren't intimate. He just was making sure I was okay, supposedly. And she told me that they were not running the buses, that she was stranded. She couldn't get on the bus because supposedly the buses on Piedmont was not running. They had bus stops everywhere. So he brought me to an area where there were bus stops all over the place for MARTA. But supposedly they were not running because of COVID, but it was his idea to bring me into that area. And I had to walk a mile to get away from that area today. So we went to a woman's house, and as you guys can see, I posted the video of her hair. And the girl, I asked her to charge my phone for me, and if she could plug it up for me, and all of a sudden my phone just stopped working. All of a sudden it would not charge, and it died, and it would not charge back up. And I took it to Cricket. She tried to tell me that my phone was broken, and then I took it to the mobile specialist, and he said that the phone was not broken, that he could not fix it because it was not broken. That something else happened to my phone. And we all know about the evidence and everything that I have been exposing. And the man at the Salvation Army was mad when I was filming what he was doing. Gangsters were mad filming what they were doing. people know that I have been recording conversations of them doing criminal activity, trying to cover up my pregnancy and what happened to me in the Montgomery County Jail. And there was a lot of more evidence to expose, and I made the announcement that I would not be posting any more of the evidence on that channel, but that I will continue to put out the evidence. And now all of a sudden the phone stops working, I can't access the account, but it's already a lot of information out there. So having me out here stranded where, you know, oh, she gonna be out there with no phone, oh, she not gonna be able to access her account or call nobody. So imagine me just standing out here with what they're trying to do and what I'm exposing, with all these people around knowing what's going on, but I'm just supposed to be standing out here with no phone and nowhere to go at night, pregnant and hungry, trying to get out of America with my child, asking for somebody to just prove to me, just show me my baby is safe and let me put out the rest of the evidence to my case. It was by the grace of God that I had a little money to go and buy a phone. And the woman from Cricket, she tried to overcharge me for an upgrade. And it was by the grace of God that I was able to get another phone. So I have this channel now, and I'm gonna have to be operating off of this channel now. My music, the songs that I have done, that I was about to release. So this girl was in my motel room with me, and I believe she was some sort of informant because she saw that I had pictures of myself from my modeling portfolio, because I was modeling when I got out of the jail, and they had gang members trying to fight me, and I have pictures that present myself way better than how they're trying to have me tore down on the streets. And so they don't want me to be able to show my work. On my Facebook page, I already posted a lot of that. So, you know, we'll see how this works out as far as them trying to cover up the fact that I'm skilled, I'm talented, I'm beautiful. I have the evidence of what they have done. I have the evidence of what they are trying to do, and now the phone is mysteriously just shut down. After I was getting several strange calls from men, people who were calling the phone. I have had people messing with the phone, trying to hack the phone while I was using the device, so that they could try to cover all of this up. So they were just gonna have me out here standing out here at night. And the women in the Salvation Army were in conspiracy to try to have me outside. And then they were trying to have me in the area where I couldn't get on the bus. So you're gonna try to have me stranded outside in the area to try to keep me from putting out the evidence. And you know, this is just really sad. It is. It's really sad that they have to try to stoop to this level to try to silence someone. And I prayed about it a lot. And I know that God is not going to allow them to get away with what they are trying to do. So I'm posting comments under all of my videos. Please do not bother me, sir. I am posting videos. I'm posting comments under all of my videos to say that this is me because they tried to silence me. And I got another channel now. So now I'm posting comments under all my videos for people who are viewing my videos to know that you need to come over to both of my channels. I'm going to find a way to make sure that I get this information out. If I just got to give my testimony and write down who did it and what, I'll just tell. It's enough evidence out there already. So I'll just give my testimony at this point. Globally, I will give my testimony of what y'all have done. And I'm done with that. So there's a man who's saying that he was seeing me sitting down outside of the Walmart, and he was saying that I could come to his house and stay the night, and that I could stay there with him. But he has been in prison before. He's had charges 20 years ago, and his caseworker called him and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay there because I don't know if his caseworker is going to allow me to stay there. I don't know if he's going to be in conspiracy with what's going on, but I know that the police are criminals. And they are out here trying to find reasons to entrap me to cover up what they have done. So this is not me trying to go off on everybody at this point, because I understand that the law has been broken as far as our law makers and the people who are supposed to be upholding the law. They have done corruptible things to me in this society, and I have a right to get justice. They know that that I have been bleeding. They know that it's not a period. They know that I am with child. They know that we need a doctor. They know what they have done. And what is the ultimate goal? Ms. Frazier tried to stage an altercation to try to have me arrested and lie and say that I made a terroristic threat to a girl in the living room while I was recording the video where I was saying that they were bullying me in the facility and now I would have to leave in order to put out the rest of the evidence. And now all of a sudden something happens to the phone and you try to have me stranded outside with no phone while I'm trying to put out the rest of the evidence, where you tried to frame me and have me arrested before I could do that. What kind of crap is that? That's what wicked people do. Henry Brown tried to stage an arrest at his house. Several people tried to stage things, to have me in police custody to cover up what they did to me in a facility. So this is what Black American women do who call yourself successful. So you're successful by trying to frame another Black woman who has been abused in a correctional facility, who was innocent of the charges, and the charges were dropped, and I want justice and I want my baby, and you try to frame me and have me arrested. And the police see me, they not bothering me, sweetie. Everybody knows that I didn't do nothing to none of y'all in that facility. So that's why you tried to have me stranded out here with no phone again, so I could not continue to tell exactly why y'all doing this. Everybody know why y'all doing it at this point. It's enough evidence out there because people are starting to look at me and know y'all dead ass wrong for what you're trying to do. So this is what these nurses do. I would never go to a facility for a nursing degree, because these women turn their eyes to so many crimes that these doctors do to people. I would never work in a jail because these people turn their eyes to so many injustices amongst Black people in the community. And you're getting a paycheck and you're able to pay your bills, so you're not going to say anything about them giving a Black woman who was pregnant poison fucking trays in the back of the jail. And because you work for the government at a shelter, you're going to lie on a Black woman that's trying to get her information out about her case and try to have her out on the streets so she can be preyed on. You wrong for that. But anyway, I still got my phone, you guys. I'm trying to find my mask here so that I can get on the train and go get me some food and then lay down somewhere, because this is ridiculous that these Black women work for the state and they feel the need to try to hurt other Black women for a paycheck. It's just not worth it. It really isn't. And I'm looking at a sign of this young Black man that says "Justice for Vincent, release the tapes." And that's what's happening with me. Release the evidence. Justice for Andrea. Release the evidence.